Alrighty. Let's get her going. Let me get everything sorted here. And I'm gonna do this. Should go to the right window. There we go. Alrighty, welcome in, folks. How's it going? It's been a while. It's been a week, in fact, because I wasn't able to stream on Friday and Saturday because I got a bunch of responsibility dumped on me at the last second, and I've been getting up at 7 in the morning for the last 4 days to take care of a diabetic dog. Because that's been fun. But we're back. I am tired because I still had to get up at 7 a.m. today, but it's the last day I have to do it. Hopefully. I was only supposed to do it until Sunday, and then the WestJet strike happened and my aunt got stranded in Vancouver. So this is the earliest she could get back, which, you know, happens. But yeah, we're back now, and we're playing some more FF14. Not a lot to talk about as far as housekeeping. It is raining outside, but the storm that was overhead, I think, has moved on. So I think we're good. But once again, if my stream randomly cuts out, we probably lost power. As usual. Is there anything to talk about? I don't know. I've been so tired for the last 4 fucking days. I am so exhausted, and I have to get up slightly early tomorrow, so it's not like I can even sleep in, although sleep in for me is like 3 p.m. But it's okay, like I only have to get up at like 1:30, which is much more doable. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I have to talk about off stream. I don't think there's been any major news. The Digimon anniversary happened, and we got news that there's a new anime project coming next year. That's cool. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, I did, in my delirious haze, download Uma Musume, and was playing that for a lot of my time, because that's an easy game to just play without having to think too much. That game is actually quite fun. I thought about downloading it before, but I was like, eh. Also, hello, RSI. Welcome in. But I was like, I got other things that I'm doing. It's fine. But then I was like, I was in the mood to want to be able to play something on my phone, and Digimon Up was kind of idle. I was like, I don't really want to do that. Let me try something else. And then I think there was an ad for Uma Musume somewhere, and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. And I actually really like it. It's a lot of fun. That's cool. My first 3-star was Meisho Doto, and she's really good. That's all I have to say. Yeah, we're getting into patch 7.55. So we'll have new Occult Crescent stuff, the final Relic Weapon step, and Hildebrand stuff to do, which we probably won't do all of. Like, we'll definitely do Hildebrand today. Occult Crescent, we'll see how much we can do in the time that we have. I'm not expecting a whole lot, because Occult Crescent I haven't really touched that much, because it's kind of not great. The fact that you can't level in it is annoying. And then the Relic Weapon is going to be a huge grind that I'm going to take months to do anyways, so don't have to worry about that. But let's read the patch notes. I was playing 14 a bit earlier, because I was talking to my buddy who's also playing 14. He got into it. And the Yokai Watch event is happening again. And he was talking to me about it, and I was like, yeah, the Yokai event is like super grindy. And then he was like, yeah, it seems like getting the Yokai weapons is going to be super bad. And I was like, you know what? I don't think I even did those. I think I just got the minions and then the mounts, and I stopped there. And he was like, well, you need to get the weapons to get the mounts. And I realized that I've repressed a huge chunk of my memories about grinding that event. But I did have to log in to make sure that I was not losing my mind. And in fact, I was. So I've been playing a bit. And I don't know. So here's the thing. So I mentioned before that I've been playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink off stream on occasion. I haven't played it in a bit, but I was playing it for a while there. And there was a bug where if you don't have a particular setting on your CPU turned on, which is like AENI or something. It's like an acronym, AENI or something like that. It's something you have to turn on in your BIOS. If you don't have that turned on, you can't connect to the online in Relink for some reason. I don't know why, but apparently that's a thing. So I went and turned that on, and it's supposedly a setting that makes your CPU better. So I was like, okay, well, my CPU is not super high-end anyways, so maybe I'll actually notice a performance increase in certain games. So I tested Monster Hunter Wild, and the game seems to run better, but that game has also had a lot of performance passes done over it in the last while. So I was like, is it my system that's slightly better, or is it just more optimized now? I don't know. And I've been trying to look at like other games to see if they run better, and I can't really tell too much. But when I was playing 14 earlier, I noticed that the events or the effects on the warrior relic weapon that I'm using are like brighter. And I was like, huh, maybe they changed that in this patch. And I also went through and like looked at like battle effects, and I was noticing that like a lot of the battle effects for certain classes also seem to have been touched up. I don't know if that's just like I'm losing my mind and I forget what the game has looked like, or if my system is better and can display them better, or if the game has actually changed. I don't know, so I'm losing my mind slightly. But I'm hoping that in here that there will be a note of like, changed effects on blah blah blah. And I'll be like, ah, okay. They did change it. Because if they didn't change it, then either what I did makes a difference or I'm going crazy. Which is possible, because I've been extremely sleep deprived for the last 4 days. It is what it is. Anyways. Let's take a look. Alright, so new Occult Crescent stuff. We knew about that. New Phantom Weapons. 5 quests for Phantom Weapons. Oh boy. More Hildebrand stuff. Great. Apparently, Hildebrand and Nashu get a makeover. Alright. New Allied Society quests. Oh right, you have to do all three Allied Societies to get the capstone quests. That's right. I've done the combat ones, the Hanu, and I started the Mamook ones, but I haven't really touched any of the other ones because I haven't been super into doing Allied Society quests for a while. I haven't been playing 14 a lot in the most recent times because there's just been other games. New furnishings, orchestrions, new hairstyle. Oh, that's a cute one. These are a little, I feel like these should be further up. They're like behind the ear, and I feel like they should be in front of the ear. It looks a little weird from the front, but okay. New emotes. Like a treasure map emote, that's fun. Alright, drop rate for the latest extreme has been increased, as they usually do, right? Drop rate for that went up. When undertaking the Duty Dancing Mad Ultimate, in order to improve visibility of Celestriad, elemental icons displayed during this mechanic will be positioned higher and their size will be increased. Oh, okay. Just a little quality of life change for the ultimate, sure. Call it Crescent, new area. Right. New phantom jobs and elemental weakness system have also been added. Oh, fun. That reminds me of Eureka. That's not good. See how painful that is. I can use mounts, right? Call return, Ethernet. This is all the same thing as the first Call Crescent map. Knowledge level cap went up. I'm not even sure I'm at the level cap for knowledge. I'm not even sure I got that high. Phantom jobs, phantom actions, yep. Oh hey, that's Sildra? Was that the big sea serpent in FF5? Oh, what was it called? I think it was Sildra. I think it is that. Faye? What's the, Ferris, that's it. Ferris is, sea serpent. Phantom action panel, right, that's all the same. Alright, phantom jobs, phantom... Oh, phantom blue mage. Oh. Interesting. Right, this elemental weakness, which I don't know how that works, so I guess we'll find out. Right, parties, bounce parties, knowledge level sync. Yep, this is all pretty much the same. Pots, treasure coffers, fortune carrots, currencies. I'm curious to see what the new, if there's new glam to get. Because I haven't really gotten any of the glam from the first Occult Crescent area because I don't really care about it that much. It's the gear that I think Bart's and oh, what's her name? Lydia? I forget her name. Princess of Tycoon. It's the stuff that they wear in the Yoshitaka Amano art, which is cool, but I don't really need because it's not really my aesthetic. But maybe there's stuff in the new area that I want. We'll find out. Players can acquire gear in the North Horn imbued with special enhancements. Okay. New Fort Tower, which I've not touched at all. Because that was... I know they made it easier to get into the Fort Tower, but it's still like... It's hard content I don't really care about. And as far as I'm aware, the rewards aren't really that worth it. I'm not even sure what the rewards are. Who knows? Oops. Alright. Abandoning duty, yada yada, can't resurrect, abandoning duty. New phantom weapon quests. Right, you can change, so this is the step where you can mess with their stats. I still don't know what stats you should change. So I'm probably just gonna go direct hit and critical hit. And determination, I guess. No idea. PvP, I can skip all that. Personal conflict, frontline. Items. That looks to me like the stuff that they're adding in the new Occult Crescent. This looks exactly like the Freelancer outfit for Bart's. This, I think, is Lydia... What the hell's her name? Is it Lydia? Or like Livia? God damn it, I'm gonna look it up. It's gonna bother me if I don't. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies, I should know. Lydia... Don't think that's spelled correctly. No, I'm thinking of Rydia from 4. Shit. If I look up Ferris, I'll be able to find... Because they're sisters. Tycoon, maybe that'll get me to where I need to go. Lena, or Reyna. I forget what she was called in the Pixel Remaster. It might have been Reyna. But I was on the right track, because I was going like Lydia, Rydia, Reyna. I was getting there. I think it's... whatever it is in the Pixel Remaster, it's fine. Anyways, we figured it out. Yeah, I think this is based on the sprites themselves. Because Bartz doesn't wear this outfit in the Amano art. But it's not bad. It's a little basic because it's based on sprite work, so there's not a lot of detail they can pull. But it's not bad. I like the boots. I might actually get a lot of use out of the boots. I think this is... is this Ferris? No. Who is this? Because this is Reyna. I guess this would have to be Ferris, unless it's... Kryl? No, I think it's probably Ferris. Anyways. Magic Bucket is no longer classified as untradeable. Okay. Sure. Taking part in cosmic exploration and Oxysia, the name of items procured during artifact searches has been changed from Voyager's records to Ancient records. Oh. I wonder why. New mounts? Oh, you can carry it around by this fucking thing. Okay, I wonder how you get that. It says it's 2.x. Is it just MGP, maybe? Chocobo barding, new minion. That's a cute bird. New accessory. The lamp. New face wear. Oh, those are nice glasses. Could maybe see myself switching to those ones, but I'm pretty attached to my ones that I have. Alright. Multiple field instances for heritage found in the Phantom Village, sure. Oxysia is no longer in multiple instances. New achievements and titles. New accents and poses for portraits. New adventurers plates. Okay, also I think there's new adventurer plate stuff for the Yokai Watch event. I don't think that's what this is. I think this is something else. I'm assuming this is Occult Crescent. New music and sound effects, right? Resolved issues. Okay, known issues. Alright, no, oh, this is the list of the new items. Nothing about improving, effects, huh? Cool. I am just losing my mind. Or the thing I did made a difference. I'm gonna say the thing I did made a difference and leave it at that. Okay. Yeah, I think we can just get right into it. Let's do it. Let me close this. Turn that on. God, I love this song. So good. Dawntrail's OST. So good. Alright, let's see. Oh, let me quickly, before I forget, let's close my browsers. There we go. Yeah, I think let's do... I think we'll do Manderville first. And then we'll check out the other stuff. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do the Phantom Weapon stuff first, just on the off chance that that somehow is something I can grind while doing Manderville. Very unlikely, but you never know. Let's go check that out. I'm gonna have to do voice acting again. It's been so long. Alright. Lurder Seal, whatever your name is. Perfect timing. Been meaning to have a word with you. I think that was your voice. I'm guessing you remember Geralt's plan to combine his modern methods with that ancient knowledge he's uncovered. Well, it sounds like he needs to examine that phantom weapon of yours. Would you mind obliging? Sure. I'll be straight with you, lad. I'm worried about your phantom weapon. Part of me hopes that it's just the rum talking, but I'll need to take a gander either way. Okay. I just got this thing because it took me so long. Do the last grind for this. I wonder how bad the grind is this time. Go on, stow it away. I've seen enough. Just as predicted, eh? Did I have a voice for you? Indeed. I'm afraid the weapon is, in a sense, defective. What? Took me so long to get this damn thing. To think the Isle's ether could deceive even my superlative perception. A potent force indeed. That it may be, but now we know the plan will work. Hold on, I'm struggling to keep up. Fair enough, perhaps you could all do with a reminder. Thank you. You remember what we've done to your phantom weapon so far? Something involving the vast quantities of ether, I gathered. Yeah, that's about right. Not quite. All that ether went into enhancing me God's given hands, not the weapon directly. No wonder that's seared into your memory, though. That was some hard graft. You're fucking telling me, buddy. In short, the ether permeating this isle is teeming with illusory properties, and highly potent to boot. What gives your weapon its threatening power? Of course, that power needed stabilizing, which is why we turned to ancient methods to keep the ether from dissipating. I thought that had done the trick, but apparently not. Perhaps there was some flaw in the process. It would appear so. While the Isle's ether greatly elevated the weapon's capabilities, its volatile nature was limiting the potential for further enhancement. We were able to verify as much by examining the adventurer's weapon earlier. So you're saying there's more power to wring out of the thing, but we just can't get to it. Can't get to it yet. Hence me grand plan. To counteract the phantasmal energies infusing the weapon, reveal its innate form, and unleash its true potential. Just tell me what I need to grind. A perfectly logical approach, but is such a thing possible? But a smith and me peerless talent it is, and worthy of a little praise, I'd say. If you want all the details, you'll have to congratulate me on my brilliant planning before I crack open another bottle of rum and forget all about it. Really? Alright, asshole. Congratulations. Basking in your admiration's thirsty work. Might crack open the room after all. Only joking. Truth is, I'm itching to get started. Alright. Those phantasmal energies I mentioned have bound your weapon in a complex illusion, preventing it from truly shining. By stripping that illusion away and revealing the true essence of the weapon, we solve the problem. Stripping the illusion away? Like using a glamour dispeller to remove the projected appearance of arms and armor. That might be feasible with the right apparatus. Now you're talking. The best part is that we've already got just the thing for the job. Ain't that right? Didn't the archive recently fillet a glamored fish? Sure? I guess I'll... You know what? We do? I'm gonna go with that one, because I don't remember either. That was a long time ago. Don't you remember the archive complaining about his piddling catch? When he cut into the fish with that rusty old knife, the glamour was dispelled and the bleeding thing shrank. That blade's the key. Oh, I kind of remember this. Thankfully, the letter filler let me borrow it for a while. Just as expected, the blade's imbued with unique dispelling magics. All told, it's quite the relic in its own right. And you reckon we can use it to cut through the illusion surrounding the phantom weapon? Aye, but the Isle's Aether is vexing stuff. Nothing short of the most potent dispelling magic will suffice. Which is why we'll need to enhance the blade first. I don't know if I trust the archive with a perfectly honed blade. I'll go with that one. What harm could that little feller do? Sounds like we ought to slice through those lingering doubts of yours while we're at it. Any road will need to hold the blade to boost its dispelling properties. Don't mind what we use, as long as it's top quality kit. If it's blade sharpening supplies we're after, I've heard nothing but the highest praise for Monarch whetstones. They ought to sell them in Bayside Bevy. Ancestral alloy ingots, ascendant wine, and majestic polish likewise command a good reputation. A skilled artisan should be more than capable of crafting them, though I'm sure they can also be purchased with sufficient gil. I gotta buy more shit. Seeing as all the rest of us are still stuck on this bastard rock, this falls to you again, lad. Hand over the goods when you're ready. Monarch whetstones are sold in the markets of Tuliolol. Those can be crafted. Okay, so those I have to buy off the market board. Well, I have a shit ton of money that I'm not spending on anything, so that's fine by me. If someone wants to gouge me on shit on the market board, such as life. Bayside Bevy. There was a guy that sold parts of this somewhere else. Where was that? This guy? Yes. 500,000, huh? No problem. I made 300,000 when I logged in today because people bought my paintings. What else am I spending the money on? Alright. Ascendant Twine. Wait. Yeah, okay. For some reason I thought I had that already, but I don't. And then Twine. Oh, it's cheap, okay. Easy. Quality Undercutting is the name? God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Ancestral. Oh, enough. Yep. 40,000, not a problem. And Majestic Polish. That wasn't too expensive. I guess it has been a week since this came out, so I'm sure if we did this day out, those would have been very expensive. So I guess it worked out. We're counting on you to gather all 4 components on Forward on the Blade. Cracking work. Time to get that knife honed to perfection. Though I think I'll have a quick sniff of the rum to help me concentrate. Don't want to mess this up. Yeah, no, I don't want to buy that shit again. I mean, it wasn't that expensive, but it wasn't cheap either. Wonders a drop of rum will do. Me mind's clear and me hands are steady. Here goes. Some of me finest work to date. Razor sharp and overflowing with ether. With the blade honed to perfection, we can get to work on those dispelling magics. Great. That was nice and easy. Phantoms to fillet. Is this the grind? I mentioned the knives dispelling magics, but how are we supposed to go about improving them? A concept simple enough. You take a dispeller in some form. Dispeller or some form. Of some form, got it. You take a dispeller or some form from and imbue the blade with it. Some form and imbue. Okay. Some of the phonetic spelling catches me sometimes. A knife as perfectly honed as ours will absorb a fear for your dispeller's mind. Trouble is, your average glamour dispeller ain't fit for the task. We'll need a much stronger catalyst. And the Phantom Zone. In that case, I suggest we utilize specialist prisms known as Phantom Dispellers. They ought to meet your exacting requirements. I've never heard tell of such catalysts. How might they be obtained? They are found in places suffused with ether, sites of intense battle, to be specific. In truth, these Phantom Dispellers will have manifested unseen at many of the battlefields you have fought upon. Thanks to your tenure on this isle, however, they will henceforth be detectable. I almost thought he said delectable. I was like, it's not entirely out of place. Given the multi-layered nature of your weapon's illusionary endowment, my advice is to collect several varieties. Oh, is it the first step again? Where I get 6 different fucking types? Oh, it's only 3. A selection of Phantom Dispellers Alpha, Beta, and Gamma should suffice. Or A, B, and Y if you're a Philistine. As ever, I am loath to burden you so, but I fear your talents make you the prime candidate for this endeavor. Take a deep breath. Nothing we're not used to. That's the spirit. I reckon 100 of those Dispellers apiece will be plenty. Oh, 300 total? Yeah, sure. How many do I get per battle? 1? And I really do mean it this time. I won't have you scurrying out there for an extra Dispellers once you're back. That's something at least. That could be crystal paste where it's like, I need 100. No, wait, 200. Nope, 300. Nope, 600. Okay. Obtained from Fates. Oh, more Fate grindings. Great. And critical encounters in the Occult Crescent's Northhorn. Okay, that's what I thought. Cannot be obtained from the Fort Tower. Okay. I can also get them from certain duties via the duty roulettes. Okay, that's a decent chunk of things to farm. I wish I could see... Okay, here we go. High-level dungeons, trials, and normal raids. Okay, that's not bad. I guess we'll see how much those give. I mean, if we get to the Occult Crescent today, we'll be able to see. Probably putz around in there for a bit and see how those how much you get from the critical encounters there. Because if it's like 5 per, that's not the worst. That's what, 20 critical encounters per type? That's not too bad. I have a feeling it's probably not 5. I have a feeling it's probably like 2 to 3. It's just life. All right, let's do the Manderville stuff and see what happens. Oh, where am I going? Is it a blue quest? No, it's this one. Alright, Hardybold. I believe this is the end of this quest line, right? I don't think they're coming up with any more. This is 0.55, so I think this is the last one. Alright, here we go. Lance, eager to get back to work, I see. I reconstructed the remaining files, but found no more records of monstified criminals, so I reckon we're clear on that front. What the last of the data did contain, though, was plans for repairing some sort of fancy-schmancy duplication device. Said it was discovered aboard a flying vessel of unknown origin. That's the, Poo-Poo's flying saucer that we dealt with. The description of which damn near perfectly matches the shiny disc our imbecile inspector crash-landed over near Uwayaweta. So now I'm wondering, what's a gadget on a ship like that used to duplicate? Right. Whatever happened to that guy? Did he die at the end of that quest line? The low poly Hildebrand? I forget. It's been a while. Anything. Even people. Oh, that ain't good. Gee, the files mentioned 3 critical materials. Electrope, ceruleum, and meteorites. Sound familiar? That's the same stuff our fugitives already nicked. They got what they needed to fix the device, and I'm sweating bullets imagining what they mean to do with it. Problem is, we've squeezed those salvage files, drive every last juicy lead. Can't even begin to guess where Kashkai and Carnelian might be holed up. For all we know, they've already moved on to the next step of the diabolical scheme. It's time we pumped a new source of information, and I know just the nosy buggle that'll do. Let's pay a visit to Mymond. Alright. Now, the Oglop. What was our theory with the Oglop again? It was that his former assistant. Alright, great news. I have to get up fucking 7 a.m. tomorrow as well. And I have an appointment at 1 o'clock. That's annoying. I might have to end stream early. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. You may recall my mere presence seemed to anger the detective when last our paths crossed, so we've taken to disguising ourselves as ordinary citizens. Our independent investigation otherwise continues unabated. Nashu has, in fact, identified a new potential avenue of inquiry. I've noticed that there's an oglop that never strays far from Detective Hardyboyle's side, and I suspect this persistent insect is much more than it appears. I share your suspicions. We could be dealing with another creature possessed of a transferred criminal soul. Mayhap it's been sent to spy on the detective. But it doesn't feel like spying. More like it's watching over him. Whatever the Oglop's intentions, we must continue to surveil this ever-present surveiller. It may prove critical to cracking the case. Okay. Let's go take a look. Where's Mymond again? Oh no, this is someone else. I was thinking of the Lalafell. Back again. What can I do for you this time? Got an odd question for you. Oh right, this guy is fucking Hancock. Reflection Hancock. A device that can duplicate anything, eh? The wrong hands, that could lead to all kinds of mischief. I haven't heard a peep about alien gadgets, but there was something else that might interest you. Rumor has it that some half-dead bloke dressed like a lab worker was rescued out in Heritage Found. I reckon that could be our villain Kishkai. Could be. You'd have to talk to Sir Scene, the hunter who found the poor bugger. Apparently he brought him back to his house in the outskirts. And this half-dead lab rat is who we think he is, then I wonder if Carnelian must have... Huh. Thanks for the tip, Myman. Well, partner, looks like we're headed to the outskirts. Let's find this Sir Scene fella. And we shall follow wheresoever this oglop leads us. I didn't even notice them back there. Oh, fuck it. I was wondering where that guy was going to be. Ah, she was a stalker. Oh, it's right here. Can I go in here? I can. Ah, of course. I'd be happy to share the tale. I was culling monsters on the fringes of Everkeep when an air-wheeler wobbling through the skies above caught my attention. So erratic was its flight path that I half expected it to crash into the ground, which it did, not far from where I was standing. I ran over to see a man crawl free from the wreckage and collapse, his mask and gloves marking him as a lab technician of some kind. Excuse me. Though the air-wheeler hadn't exploded or burst into flames, he looked terribly burned. I was able to rush him home and administer treatment before he succumbed to his injuries, but the potent medicines had put him into a deep slumber. I'm afraid he's in no state to answer questions. As for his name, I found an identification card in one of his pockets. Assuming it belonged to him, the man is Keshkai, a researcher from a local facility. That figures. And those burns. Knowing Carnelian's preference for fire magics, I wager a dozen hard-boiled eggs that he's to blame. A mook dubbed the Crime King is not the type to play loyal henchman for long. Probably turned on his boss and took over the whole operation. We'll have to wait until Keshkai wakes up to get the whole story, but in the meantime, I'd rather be doing something useful. I said we head outside and consider our options. Appreciate you sharing, Sir Scene. Keshkai is a criminal involved in the case we're investigating, so we'll be imposing on your hospitality again soon. A criminal, you say? Well, he won't be committing any crimes in his condition. I'll be sure to get word to you once he's fit enough for you to interrogate. Jack Carnelian would have humored his boss for so long unless he had an endgame in mind. And considering his betrayal came just as they'd acquired everything needed to fix the duplication gadget... do I really need to finish this sentence? I'm thinking he was probably after the device all along. But assuming I'm right, what does he mean to use it for? Well, we can work on answering that question while Keshkai is still in Dreamland. There's an old pal of Carnelian's who might have an insight or two. She's part of his gang back in the day, but insists she's on the straight and narrow now, working as a fortune teller out of a shop in Solution 9. Sarala, the girl on the front desk, handles all her appointments. Alright, back to Solution 9. Quickly, quickly, let us not lose sight of the oglop. Oh, this guy. I'm sure he'll be fine. Walk it off, champ. Oops. Nope. Okay. In here. This establishment caters to lost souls seeking their true path. Due to high demand, however, I'm afraid we're completely booked for the coming months.
We're not interested in your dubious divinations. You just tell old Cassia that Hardy Boiled is here to see her.
Cassia? I guess. Very well. One moment, please. What do you want, hardhead? I have paid my debt to society. You're interfering with the legitimate business of an upstanding citizen.
Sure. She's the woman who was Carnelian's most prized sorceress charlatan. I'll wager the only fortune we found here is the one you're making off gullible marks.
Don't you dare lump me in with that double-crossing snake. It was his fault I went to prison, and I've been done with the underworld ever since. My establishment is entirely above board.
Alright, don't get your robes in a twist. It's Carnelian I want to ask about anyhow. I spare you the whole messy story, so let's get down to brass tacks. Imagine there's a gizmo that can replicate any person or object in the world. What do you reckon a no-good crook like Carnelian would do if he got his hands on something like that?
What kind of addle brain? How should I know? The only thing Carnelian ever wanted was power, and no matter how much he got, it was never enough. Seems his ancestor, the one they call the Lich, created the ultimate spell, and it eats him up that he's never had the arcane strength to cast it.
An ancestral spell that he hasn't got the juice for, huh? But how would a duplication gizmo help him with that?
Not my area of expertise. Though I suppose you could search the public database and read up on the Lich if you're so inclined.
Fair enough. We'll try our luck with the terminals in the commerce sector. Much obliged, Cassia.
Wow, they made that whole zone, that whole cell just for that cutscene? Alright. Where is he now? Excuse me, pardon me.
These terminals are connected to the Alexandria's public database. You can use them to learn all sorts of neat stuff. I'll see what I can dig up on this Lich character. Meanwhile, I reckon you could look into what makes these clots. Reckon you could look into what makes clots so special?
Clots. This is referencing something I don't remember.
Kashkai's other flunkies didn't get a choice of monster, but when it came to Carnelian, it seems the Crime King specifically requested the clot as a vessel for his soul. I figured he was keen on their powers of mimicry, but now I'm wondering if there was something more. Anyway, see what you can find.
Alright. Oh, does it have to be capitalized? There we go. Terminal monitor displays an entry on the monsters known as clots. Oh.
Clots. These amorphous organisms inhabit dense terminal environments and demonstrate an extraordinary capability for physical mimicry. When threatened, the clot will either mirror the threat itself or adopt a more intimidating form. Clots can also fuse with others of their species, and there were recorded cases of multiple clots merging into a single gigantic entity possessed of immense magical power.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Can make a Slime King.
Well, no surprises from the bloodline that produced a maniac like Carnelian. Turns out this Lich guy is a real piece of work. Entropy I read said he used sorcery to raise and bind the dead to his will, and created an unstoppable spell that would immediately snuff out the life in any target. Oh, and that he also used necromancy to turn himself into a living corpse. This allowed him to keep amassing dark powers over a period far beyond a normal person's lifespan, which was the thing that earned him the Lich moniker. Too many years of nefarious undeading, though, and the people came together to off him permanently. You know, Norshu, my assistant, was killed by a spell I'd never seen before. And I reckon Carnelian took a page from his ancestor's book of necromancy to animate those poor bastards at the Cantaloca Corpus. How did your research go, by the way? Learn anything useful? So multiple clots can merge together to make one humongous blob that wields all the magical power combined. That explains everything. Carnelian means to create a bunch of Crime King copies and fuse into one big murderous mook. Well, you and me are gonna wreck those plans and avenge Norshu's death once and for all. You want to loop Hildebrand in on this? Probably not. Well. Yeah, I've seen him hanging around like a bad smell. But when it comes to exacting vengeance, that well-meaning dope will only get in the way. And besides, Carnelian's more dangerous than he's ever been. I won't give him the chance to hurt anyone else. Why are you so bullheaded about me being pals with the inspector anyway?
You share the same soul. Don't ask any more questions.
Just leave it at that. You're saying we're like two of a kind. Yeah, I don't see it. Still, there's always been something weirdly familiar about that guy.
You have no idea.
Yeah, what do you got? Uh-huh. Alright, be there soon. That was Sassine telling us to come over. Kashkayi's woken up.
I've been thinking, lads. What if the Oglot we keep seeing is actually Norshu? Oh, is it a red herring that it's Norshu? And the detective was talking about his assistant. I swear that insect had the saddest look on its little face.
Come now, Norshu. You heard as well as I did that she perished by Carnelian's hand.
But what if instead of dying, her soul was shunted into an Oglot body in the same way the fugitives were stuffed into their fiendish forms? It's possible.
Norshu does have an uncanny sense for such things. Mayhap we should not dismiss the idea out of hand. Were we to explore the possibility, we might begin by chatting with the researcher zombie whom my gentle deadman acquaintance befriended. Pray continue your investigation alongside Detective Hardyboiled, and we shall contact you the moment we learn aught of substance.
Oh, I can see. There he is. It's also in the back.
Yep, it's gone now. You late, Chief? Got lost on the way or what? What do you mean? I came right here.
What, was the teleport slow? Was it backed up in traffic?
This case is promising an explosive end, and I'd hate for you to miss it.
Plotted crime. Oh, I wonder what was the gift for this says.
Alright, let's head inside and hear what Kashkayi has to say for himself. Well, Mastermind, what happened to you?
I don't know if I had a voice for you.
The duplication device was restored. I had all that I required to build my genius army. But mere moments before I began to replicate my brilliant self en masse, that damnable cur burned the hand that freed him. Seared as I was by Carnelian sorcery, it was a miracle I managed to escape at all. But of my ambitions, not survives but smoke and ashes. I want you to make him pay. You'll find the device in a hidden lab on the lowest level of the Cataloga Corpus. If Carnelian's aim is mass self-replication, then that is where he must be. It will take time for the alien technology to do its work. Oh, my hotkeys aren't working.
Trying to tame a vicious breed like the Crime King was a gamble, and you lost. But lucky for you, I was planning to bring him down anyway. Looks like I called how things played out, more or less. Didn't twig that Carnelian would hole up in a lab right beneath our noses, though. And this sorry shot over to the authorities as soon as he's able to walk. Might put up a fight, but I doubt it'd be much of a challenge for a strapping hunter like yourself. He's welcome to try. Don't worry, I'll be sure to see him into custody. I know what Carnelian is now, and I'm ready to charge in guns blazing. But first I want to pay my respects at Norshu's grave. I'm burying the dead isn't the custom in Alexandria. Norshu and I were never comfortable with the whole regulator deal. I'd be damned if I was going to forget, and putting her to rest was my way of honoring her memory. Night Stallion's been in the shop, so I'll head over and pick him up. Go ahead to the name slates. I'll meet you there. Alright. Way the fuck out there. Okay. I think it's faster to go to this one because there's a giant wall here. I'll have to fly over. Well, given the information I just got, I might have to end stream early. So I might end stream after this quest line. Because I have to get up at 7 a.m. again tomorrow. Because my aunt is not, for some reason, not coming to get her dog until tomorrow. And not in the morning. So I guess that is my problem again. As things usually are. Alright. That's fine. Hi, Mymond. Surprise, it's me again. Got a letter here for you from the detective. Right, that's my business done. Time to go and pry into someone else's. Sorry for the change of plans, Lance, but I need to handle Carnelian alone. You've helped me out time and again, and I ain't letting you risk your life for my personal vendetta. I'll put the Crime King in the ground where he belongs. You just sit tight and wait for the good news. Lance! Hey, Lance! We've learned the most astonishing fact. The new researcher recruit of our gentle dead friend here spoke of a lady he had seen on the lowest level of the Cataloga Corpus, a lady who could very well be Norshu. Excuse me. She lies unmoving within a capsule of some kind, looking as if she but dreams in peaceful slumber. We then made at once for Circene's house to demand the truth from Kashkai. The villain soon folded beneath my expert interrogation and admitted to transferring Norshu's soul from her captive vessel into an Oglop shell. Is Detective Hardy boiled, by the way? I want so badly to let him know his assassin is alive and well. Well, mostly.
Seeking vengeance on his own, you say? This calls for the utmost haste. Wait for me, Inspector!
We should shamble along as well.
Meanwhile, in the hidden depths of the Cataloca Corpus... Excuse me. Oh god, I'm dying. Huh. Got that working fast.
Now that's a sickening sight. One bloodstained crime king was already too much.
I don't recall sending you an invitation, Hardy-boiled. I don't remember your voice either. But no matter. I'm afforded the chance to test my newfound strength. Is he just going to be a big Carnelian? Oh. Oh, nope. He's something else. Oh, that's fucking insane looking, actually. Jesus. Is this a reused model? This looks brand new. This also looks familiar.
Oof. Dames might have called you handsome once, but you might want to check a mirror.
I can feel it surging through me, the nigh unlimited power. Behold, the majestic form of the Lich. Let's begin with a demonstration of my ancestor's dominion over the undead.
Great. This keeps getting creepier. Set phases to kill.
God, these things are awful looking. Am I gonna play as Hard-boiled? Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Proper timing, use Molting Python to avoid taking damage. Oh wow, there's like a perfect dodge. Enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this countdown progresses, the Molting Python icon. Okay. Hopefully use Molting Python. Is this them testing out evolved mode? To see how spot dodges work? Oh, there's quite a bit here. Okay, Molting Python's 3. Night Stallion is 4. 5 is my heal. Okay. Let's see what happens. I keep moving. Does it actually matter? Fucking cartoon sound effects. Take it out with me, punk. One way to hell. One way ticket to hell.
Now you learn true horror. Damned servants, I bid you rise.
For the love of it, just let him stay dead, little bastard.
I can't turn on my voice changer with the hotkey. How rude of me. Should I have raised Norshu as well?
Good one, wise guy. Let's see a smile when I knock out all of those rotten teeth.
through your worst. You cannot even best these shambling puppets. Rise again, my thralls, I command you. I'm just going to use a normal voice now, because it's too hard to turn on the voice changer. It's getting real old, real fast. Unliving minions, tear that man apart. Of course. Gotta bring back the zombie powers from A Realm Reborn. Let us remember to always comport ourselves in a gentlemanly manner, everyone. That's a callback to A Realm Reborn. What just happened? Forcing our zombie brethren to act against their will is simply unconscionable. Whilst I do not condone violence, this situation appears beyond a peaceful solution. Allow me to assist. A soft-boiled savior in hell. Thanks, pal. You dare interfere? I'll kill you both! Is the FF9 boss music? I think it is. Fear not, detective. I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry. I'm here to help you win the day. What can a fool like you accomplish? Alright, well, I'm counting on you, buddy. Nice. Violence is not the answer. I'm Max Payne up in this bitch. Can I go forward with this? Nope. Oh. Ow. Oh, I actually dodged it with Molting Python. Oh, that works too. Whee! I'm not sure what the iframes are like, but seems to be fairly forgiving. Whee! What is Hildebrand doing? I want to be able to dodge in a direction, but I think it's always left. Yeah, it's always left. You irritating worms, but I have more than magic at my disposal. Oh. Oh, it moved him out of the way? Oh no, they just moved in general. Okay. Make your clever quips while you can.
Oh, that's the wrong way. Fuck. Eat an egg. That's all it takes to break us. It's just gonna eat it. Can't keep a good guy down. Try again, bozo. Damn you. I wonder how early you can use that on. Oh, I kind of walked into that. Oh, I avoided it. All right. I really want to be able to, like, dodge in a direction. It just doesn't work that way. Always directly left. It's like back into the left. That's how it must be. I will hold back nothing. Oh boy. So many murder machines on a road. We have just the answer to that. Detective, remember my electrifying handstand? Oh my god. Right? What new idiocy is this? Curse you! More. I must have more. Why, no more wisecracks? Someone's feeling the pinch. Feeling a touch dizzy? That all you got? My entire stock of armaments destroyed. Who is that foppish imbecile? I will not allow him to ruin my moment of triumph. Oof. What was that? What was that? Yeah, I feel that in the morning. Die! Perfect crime. He's getting fried. He's Hildebrand, he'll be fine. Inconceivable! No mortal can withstand such power. Violence is not the answer. Hey, he's one tough egg, and I reckon we could use that ether. Hildebrand, give me all the juice you got. Of course, Detective. Our moment has come. Limit break. The short goodbye. That was fun. Neat little thing. Just in time. This one's for Norshu. Hold Hold your fire, detective. Your assistant is alive. What did you say? Saw that coming. I warned you about being soft, hard-boiled. Will you never learn? I'd wanted to save such exquisite magecraft for more fitting victims, but now you clods will witness the ultimate spell firsthand. Oh, Ultima? I've seen it twice, I'm good. With unholy power drawn from darkest abyss, I shall sever soul from corporeal anchor. Death! No! Oh! Inspector! Yeah, this is actually the end of the Hildebrand quest line, just completely. They're not making any more after this. He dies here. Oh, I see. So death just yeets your soul out of your body. Doesn't work like they think it do. They think it do. Hildebrand! I mean, his chest is still moving. Oh, I've died. How on Manderville begin of me? Oh, they can see him. Okay. I thought this was like a ghost situation. No, he's just there. Alright. Ah, I've slain the dogs instead. Well, I'm glad to be rid of the most bothersome gnat. Is that Hildebrand's ghost? Oh, such bittersweet sorrow. Our soul should dissipate soon after leaving the flesh, but lo, our resilient zombie overlord endures in spectral form. Hello? This battle isn't over. Even with your entire entourage of fools, you cannot contest our power combined. Oh my god. Are they going to merge and reform right here? Are they pulling an Ardbert? Are they pulling a Shadowbringers finale? Gotta make it perfect for the fusion dance. Oh, okay. Huh. Master Zombie Brand's spiritual essence has merged with Master Hardboil's physical form. It's brilliant. It's blinding. It's a pure gold soul. Ah. What I expected. This changes nothing. I was really hoping they would do a version of the Ardbert holding out the axe cutscene. But for these two. But that's fine. Hard-boiled? It cannot be. Hard-boiled is not here right now. Okay. You can call us Hildeboiled, and your goose is cooked. My dear fellow. Jesus Christ. If only I could have the Vegeta voice.
But I can't do that as one man. Hit him with the suplex! Limit break suplex. No evil can stand against the giant golden Manderville man! Meteor drop. Nice. Guess I can put these away, yep. Got it taken care of. Perfect. You know what's really funny? My friend sent me a screenshot of Hildebrand doing that pose in Realm Reborn, and he was like, man, he sure ends up in this position a lot. And I was like, you have no idea. Yes, you've learned the truth of it. Your precious Norshu never really died. Keshkai needed a subject for his soul transference experiments. The task of procuring the victim fell to me. Your name, Hardboiled, was at the top of my hit list. I drew upon ancestral sorcery to cast you into a death-like sleep. For ease of delivery, you understand. But then your meddling assistant threw herself into the spell's path, and I was forced to settle for her instead. I had to dig up Norshu's corpse following the burial, and then proffer her to Keshkai in place of your sorry hide. So it was that her soul that ended up in that insect vessel. You bastard! You did that knowing how much I hate Oglops. Now, let us remain civilized. The process is entirely reversible. Unlike what's happening to me, I believe to be ascending. Oh dear. My apologies, but I feel the draw of an irresistible force. Oh, that's right. Master Zombie Brand has died. Into his untethered soul comes the call. See you on the other side, my friends. Don't leave me behind, Inspector. Are we gonna throw the body at him? Oh no, his body is still breathing. Okay. Look, his body's still breathing. We gotta drag that soft-boiled soul back. I smote that simpleton with enough ultimate death magic to kill him 10 times over. There is no coming back. Yeah, he's fine. I think we all knew it would come to this, but still. We must perform the sacred rite. Party time. Oh, hey now. Don't tell me you've gone and cracked. The slow-mo. So serious. Everybody lend me your energy. That's so stupid. Oh, I say. Thanks to that stirring performance by my adventuring associate, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have returned to life and am back on the case. Like a carnelian. But you can't. It's not possible. Classic anime exasperation face. Heh, toughest guy I ever saw. Now, what was that about fixing Norshu? You can really get it back to normal? I turned in unison. Your assistant's recumbent form is being held within this very facility. You need but extract her soul from the Oglop and reunite it with her original body. Our head Kishkai provide me with step-by-step procedure for operating the transferus apparatus. It should pose no great difficulty to restore Mistress Norshu ourselves. The rest of us should wait at the entrance then. Does he just permanently have that look on his face now? I wonder if that's actually a, like, model deformation, or if that's a full model swap to get that face on him. Like we always say, these are just them testing things out and what they can do with the engine. That's how it always is. You know what? It stinks in here. Let's head outside. Oh, I could have looked at Carnelian's face. Okay, I think he's back to normal. Yeah. Detective Hardy-Boiled. Also, Noir Shoe is really funny. I don't know what voice to give her. Hey, Dollface. You're looking well. Proof that reflections can be different species, if we didn't already know that. Hi, I'm Norshu. Thank you ever so much for putting me back in my own body. The resemblance to Nashu is, as you say, uncanny. Right? Like peas in a pod, I tell ya. All's well that ends well. Right, I've had my fill of musty old labs. Time to blow this joint. Hey, who said you could ride the stallion? Surely once fused fellows such as ourselves are above cursory formalities such as asking for permission. Oh, he's still supercharged. Whoa!
Watch that lightning. A chassis can't take a direct hit. Of course. Isn't there a roller coaster that was designed to kill people like that? Oh, okay. Did he just do the Back to the Future? What the fuck? Wait for me, Inspector! Huh? Gosh, that looked dangerous. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's Night Stallion that I'm worried about. I just had him repaired. How did I lose to such idiots? Am I dreaming? Surely this is a nightmare. I deliver Mr. Lots of Clots here to the 10 men. You can head back with Northshoe to my place in Solution 9. I shall re-enter the facility to recruit from the remaining zombies. I bid you, gentle people, good day. Is he just going to be gone and we're going to somehow go back in time and see him? Is he going to be in fucking, like, Elpis? Is that where they're going to start the next line of Hildebrand quests? That'd be fucking crazy. Either that or it's some crazy shit regarding Evercold. Or Evercold has time travel or something. That'd be nuts. Behind that rubbish receptacle is where I would hide and keep watch over the detective. It was surprisingly fun living as an Oglop, but boy am I glad to get back in my own body. That makes two of us. Couldn't imagine having one of those creepers as an assistant. I went and handed Carnelian over to the authorities. They restore him and all his monstrous pals to their original mook selves and then toss him in the slammer. In other words, that's all she wrote on the case of the fiendish fugitives. You're a handy fella to have around, Lance. As thanks for sticking with me through thick and thin, I made you a replica of Night Stallion. Doesn't have the same customizations, but it still runs plenty fast. Use this key when you're ready to ride. Oh yeah, I think they showed off that this was going to be a mount. That makes sense. I have a gift for you too. Of sorts. I made a lot of friends when I was Oglopped, and one of the little fellas has big dreams of traveling the world. I was just going to ask if there's an Oglop minion. Take him along on your adventures. He'll be fantastic company. My own Oglop buddy and my own Oglop buddy. Oglops aren't so bad. There was a king in FF9. Look at you embracing danger. I told you those tiny devils are harbingers of death and disease. Oh, they're no such thing. Oglops are harmless, not to mention cute as a chit in his button. Alright, well, it's your funeral. Keep it where you can see it, or stow it away in your pack. Speaking of companions, I wonder where that gentleman fop and Nashu disappeared to. Not that I'm worried or anything, but I owe them a tip of the hat at the very least. Anyhow, Noshu and me are going to get back to running our detective agency here in Solution 9. Hopefully we'll cross paths again on some other case. When our time together in the great alleyway of life was brief but golden, like the richest, yellowest of yolk. See you around, Lance. Goodbye, you two. This was a great quest line. Oh, and you get the, I think it's this theme.
But what about the Dark Interloper? The completion of inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures, you can now exchange MP for a new orchestrion role by speaking with the Gold Saucer attendant of the Gold Saucer. Oh, there's another one. Alright. Sure. His trail had evaporated like mist in the neon haze. The city carried on, not caring. I fell into a familiar humdrum rhythm, my world gone curiously quiet. There was a non-absence of irritating yet endearing whimsy. It's that's life, ain't it? No such thing as a perfect day. Let me leave you with a few words of wisdom. If it ain't tough, it ain't boiled enough. But sometimes a man needs to be gentle. It's a Norshoe this time. Yep. Who are you talking to, detective? Very nice. Hildebrand will return? I sure do wonder where we're going from there. Egg. Can I interest you in an egg in these trying times? Alright. I've got an Oglop minion. Variety of instinct that's existed in the night since ancient times. While considered a noxious pest in urban centers such as Everkeep, it is viewed with more leniency by folks in the countryside who prize the rare oil that can be harvested from its glossy wings. Is that a thing in 9? Oglop oil? I think it was, right? I think that's what it's referencing. There he is. Alright, well, we won't be able to check out the Cult Crescent stuff, because I do have to wrap up early tonight. I didn't think I would have to, but that's the way it be. But I'm going to check out the Gold Saucer for some stuff. I should also check out... I think there's stuff to get here, right? Yeah, this is the Yokai Watch stuff. Purchase Framers Kits. This is new. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I already had it. Oh, okay. Then I guess it's just furnishings. Get one of each. Just to have. And I think that's it. Yeah, I've got them all. Alright, great. Don't have to do any more of that. Where are the orchestrions? Oh, music, right. Oh, it's the boss theme for 9. Right. Alright, and I don't think there's anything else they added here. Yeah. I haven't added anything there for a while. Okay. Unless this is new? No, this is the Garo stuff. And I've already got a thing for you. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for stream, folks. Apologies for the short stream, but duty calls. Life is demanding. So we'll be back with the rest of 14 on Friday. We're gonna do the Occult Crescent stuff just to see what it is. Probably be really short, like maybe an hour tops. And then we'll switch to the next JRPG that we're playing, which is going to be Bravely Default. So look forward to that. But that's everything for me. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for in chat today. I think Arsai is the only one to say hello today, which is okay. It's a slow day. Let's see where we're dropping you off tonight, shall we? Let's see. Oh, we can raid Darien actually early, because, I'm ending early. So you can hang out there for at least a solid bit of time. She's playing Metal Gear for the first time, which is... Or Metal Gear Solid, I should say. Which I'm sure is phenomenally hilarious. Oh, there's a badge for gifting a sub. Operation Metal Gear Recruit. Oh, there's a campaign for this? Why? Huh. Alright. Well, in any case, if you've not joined the Discord for stuff like stream alerts, the stream schedule, get in contact with the community and us, you can do so right there. And there are the other people I stream with. We're playing more Slay the Spire 2 on Mass Channel tomorrow. So go check us out there. But in the meantime, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Excuse me, go side of Darien, and we will see you here on Friday for hopefully a longer stream. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.